Devon Archer told congressional investigators that Hunter Biden used then Vice President Joe Biden as defensive leverage to send the right signals to his foreign business partners while selling him as the brand that offered capabilities and reach, as well as a unique understanding of DC. Subscribe my channel for more updates. Archer's comments came during a transcribed interview before the House Oversight Committee on Monday. Fox News Digital obtained the more than 140-page transcript of Archer's interview, which took place behind closed doors. Archer told investigators that Hunter Biden used his very powerful name to add value in pitching and securing foreign business ventures. Archer said Hunter Biden would not be so overt, or overtly say, "We're going to use my dad for this," but instead, Archer said that he would use the name to get leverage. Defensive leverage, that the value is there in his work, Archer said. The value that Hunter Biden brought to it was having, there was, the theoretical was corporate governance, but obviously, given the brand, that was a large part of the value, he continued. I don't think it was the sole value, but I do think that was a key component of the value. Archer told investigators that Hunter put his father, then Vice President Joe Biden, on speakerphone while meeting with business partners at least 20 times. Archer described how Joe Biden was put on the phone to sell the brand. "You aren't talking about Dr. Jill or anybody else. You're talking about Joe Biden. Is that fair to say?" Archer was asked. Archer replied, "Yeah, that's fair to say. Obviously, that brought the most value to the brand. It was Hunter Biden and him," Archer said. "We would discuss having, an understanding of DC, and that was a differentiating component of us being able to raise capital." He added, "It wasn't as specific as, the vice president's son, but obviously, the brand carried." When asked if Archer and Hunter Biden would tell business partners they had unique access because of Vice President Biden, Archer said, "Yes, we would say we had unique understanding of DC and how it operates and how that, could positively reflect on the terms of our business." Archer served on the board of Ukrainian natural gas firm Burisma Holdings alongside Hunter Biden beginning in 2014 and received $83,000 a month for his work. Referring to Burisma, Archer told investigators that Hunter Biden used the brand of Joe Biden for having doors opened, which sent the right signals for Burisma to carry on its business and be successful. "My only thought is that I think Burisma would have gone out of business if it didn't have the brand attached to it," Archer said. When pressed, Archer clarified that he believed Burisma was able to survive for as long as it did, just because of the brand. "Because people would be intimidated to mess with them," Archer explained. "In what way?" Archer was asked. "Legally. President Biden and the White House have repeatedly denied ever being in business with his son, and have repeatedly said Joe Biden never discussed the businesses and never had any knowledge about his son's business dealings." But Archer testified that then Vice President Biden attended dinners with Hunter's foreign business associates, including with an executive of Burisma Holdings. One dinner, Archer recalled, took place in the spring of 2014 at Café Milano in Washington, D.C.'s Georgetown neighborhood. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Archer, Eric Schwerin, the mayor of Moscow's wife Yelena Baturina, and other business partners attended. That dinner took place just weeks after Baturina wired $3.5 million to Rosemont Seneca Thornton, an LLC linked to Hunter Biden and his associates. Archer also recalled a dinner in the spring of 2015, again at Café Milano. This time, Archer said Vadim Pozharsky, an executive at Burisma, attended the dinner. Meanwhile, as for Burisma, Archer testified that he and Hunter Biden attended a board of directors meeting in Dubai on Dec. 4, 2015. On the sidelines of that meeting, Archer testified that Burisma CEO Mykola Zlashevsky and Vadim Pozharsky asked Hunter to make a phone call to DC to address pressure the company was facing. Archer said Burisma had several pressure issues, saying that was kind of a theme of the company, noting the issues involved £23 million of capital tied up in London, U.S. visa issues, and the Ukrainian prosecutor Viktor Shokin, who was investigating the firm. They requested Hunter, help them with some of that pressure, Archer said. Government pressure from Ukrainian government investigations into Mykola, etc. Fox News Digital previously reported that on November 2, 2015, Just weeks before the board meeting in Dubai, Pozharskyi emailed Hunter Biden, emphasizing that the ultimate purpose of the agreement to have Hunter on the board was to shut down any cases pursuits against Nikolai in Ukraine, referring to Zlashevsky, who also went by Nikolai. The request is like, can DC help? Archer said, adding, however, that the request was not specific to, can the big guy help? It was always this amorphous, can we get help in DC? Rep. Jim Jordan, R. Ohio, pressed Archer, saying, the request was help from the United States government to deal with the pressure they were under from their prosecutor, and that entailed the freezing of assets at the London bank and other things that were going on in Ukraine. Correct, Archer said. When asked why Burisma would ask Hunter for help, Archer said he was a lobbyist and an expert, and obviously he carried, a very powerful name.